The Mahabharata, Adi Parva, Chapter 15, Guru Dakshina. It was the custom in ancient India that the pupils, after the completion of education, sought to pay their homage to the preceptor in cash or kind or in whatever form decided by him. It was the prerogative of the preceptor to choose, and it was the privilege of the pupils to redeem it. It was called the Guru Dakshina. The Kaurava and Pandava princes, after the completion of their training, called on Drona and requested him to specify the Guru Dakshina. Drona was very much pleased. He said, I want any one of you to vanquish King Drupada and bring him to me as a captive. Bhishma blessed the princes as the mission was in keeping with the traditional enmity between the Kuru and Panchala kingdoms. Karna also joined the expedition. There was a bitter fight between the two armies. Arjuna, after a remarkable feat of daring and personal bravery, vanquished Drupada in single combat and took him captive. The captive king Drupada was presented to the preceptor Drona as Guru Dakshina by Arjuna. It was a day of fulfillment for Drona, who said to Drupada with biting sarcasm, Your most exalted majesty, king of Panchala, my hearty welcome. This is that poor Brahman, Drona, son of Bharadwaja, once upon a time your boyhood friend. If it is your royal prerogative to forget me, it is my humble privilege to remember you. However, it is unbecoming of a Brahman to nurse hatred or revenge. As my pupils have conquered your kingdom and placed it at my feet, as a homage for their preceptor, I am now the king of Panchala. Hitherto, as a poor Brahmin, I was unfit to be your friend. Now, I hope your majesty's dignity will permit friendship between us. I now set you at liberty and confer the kingdom of Panchala on you. With these words, Drona set Drupada at liberty, and he was sent back with full royal honors. However, it was not the end of the story. It is an universal law that hatred invites revenge, and revenge begets retaliation. Violence and counter-violence have never solved any confrontation. The mortal world may be full of miseries, but the most unbearable of all is the suffering caused by the pangs of humble pride. Drupada, the victim of wounded vanity, performed all the prescribed austerities to secure the favor of the gods. Hating Drona ever since became the haunting passion of Drupada's life. He performed a sacrifice, and the gratified gods blessed him with a son, and the son was Drishtadyumna, destined to kill Drona. He prayed for a daughter to be wedded to Arjuna, and Yajnaseni, alias Draupadi, was born out of the sacrificial fire. He prayed for a son to kill Bhishma, but paradoxically, a daughter was born. The divine dispensation had its own connotation. The invincible Bhishma cannot be killed by any man, and Amba, who secured the boon from Lord Shiva, was reborn as the daughter of Drupada to fulfill his request. That daughter came to be known as Shikandini, who later became Shikandi after the transformation of sex. Shikandini, when she grew up to be a girl, saw the garland which Amba placed at the gate of the royal fort and put it around her own neck instinctively, and went into the forest for the performance of penance, as her vowed destiny was incompatible with her womanhood. Eventually,